So you can go ahead and spread out and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. And start to slow down your breath. And just let your body rest and release into the support underneath you. If there's been any tension you've been holding that you're ready to let go of, maybe the next couple exhales, just let go of what's not needed right here, right now. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's start by sliding arms overhead and stretching out really long through your arms and legs. You might reach a little further through one side and the other, like a big full body yawn. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet. Reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. As you do this, drop your shoulders, drop your chin so the back of your neck is long. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Keep letting go what's not needed here. Let's bend the knee in and take it across, spinal twist. Open out through the right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. Feel free to explore within each shape. You could do that with movement, with touch, with your attention. Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal. Right arm on a high diagonal, reaching fingers and toes away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, lengthening your lower back away from your upper back. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. Straighten this leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your left foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the left and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, supporting your leg in the way that feels right for you. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee. then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor. We'll get set up for some core work. Start by drawing your belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Let's take 2 more. Last one. Release down, send your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up. And down. Up. And down. One more on this side. Release and switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down, up and down. 2 more. Last one. Release and switch again. Right leg high. This time, take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. Keep the belly drawing in strongly. Face relaxed. One more. And then switch. Last set, left leg high, right arm across. You go on your time. Let's take 1 more. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in. Circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting. You can come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Fingers are spread, hands right under shoulders. Feel the strength of your underside supporting you, core lifting, thighs lifting. And then shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. Come into your back bend. Really feeling how this is right now, coming to the height that feels right. Could be very gentle and low. Could be deep. You could add movement as you explore. Back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. You might pedal out your feet a little bit here or shift your hips side to side. Check in on the details of this pose, whatever you're aware of, whatever you're able to feel and integrate now. And then release, drop your knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting go. Keep coming back to ease, whether you need to do that in this shape or whether you can find ease in other shapes, but keep coming back to that as a baseline. Just total surrender, feeling what's here and letting it be. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. And let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any movement here, any arm position. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's step up to the front of the mat into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. Slow breath here. We'll take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for your transitions. And then rest in a shape that feels like a rest for you, whether that's down dog, child's pose, or something else. One more deep breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, when you're ready, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Take a big step forward. High lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing, sweep the arms up, and then settle in. Can you lift through the belly, drop through the tailbone to open up through the front of the left hip? One more breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretching that left leg straighter, longer, higher. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up, and then settle in. Again, lifting through the front, dropping through the tail. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, whether that's through a vinyasa or some other movement transition. Feeling what you are doing, whatever that is. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Feeling what's being stirred up as you do this. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And then bring the left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Take the time you need getting settled. When you're ready, arms high, hips low. One more breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. With that right hip dropped, can you keep reaching right leg long? With all that effort, can you keep letting go through the upper body? Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Release, make your way to down dog. Take the time you need, moving in the way that feels appropriate, that feels right for you. And then settle into a good rest. Any neutral shape, more important than the shape, coming back to presence, back to ease. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair. Utkatasana. Hips low, head high, abdominals engaged. Can you work on core here to bring support and length to your back? One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's come into warrior three. Shift forward and find your balance. You're welcome to keep your torso high and your leg low. If you do tip forward, keep the torso and back leg connected, forming a straight long line at whatever angle you're at. You choose your arm position. Supporting leg can be bent or straight. Back foot could be flexed or pointed. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Just one breath. Release through your movement transition. Breath steady, whether you're resting or moving. Next inhale, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. You choose your challenge. Customizing each shape so it feels right for you right now. And we're all figuring that out. Nobody knows. We're all in that process. Trial and error, getting better at feeling and listening, learning as we go. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Release through some movement transition, what feels right now. And then settle into some resting pose. Letting go of everything that's not needed. What have you been holding that you're ready to let go of now? Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath, come in. And step right back to warrior one. From here, we'll open out, warrior two. As you settle into this familiar shape, can you really feel as if it were brand new? Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Expanding. Engaging just the right amount and softening, letting go everything that's not needed here. Last breath. Let's release. Make your way to down dog. Just taking one thing at a time. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back, warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. And then settle into a good rest. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses so we can get steady on 2 feet. Maybe a little bend in the knees, maybe shift your weight a little, tune into the soles of the feet on the floor. And then go over to one side for tree, Vrikshasana. So you can bring your right leg as high as you can on your left inner leg, could be the inner thigh, could be the calf or the ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. You can always take arms out to the side if you need a little extra stability. You can also use a piece of furniture or a wall. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up. And release, shake that out. Get steady on 2 feet, and then move over to the other side. Left leg up as high as you can, as low as you need. You can choose your arm position and change it anytime you want. Can your breath be slow and deep, even as you might be falling or wobbling? Let's release that side, shake it out. We'll take Eagle, Garudasana next. So you can take any, either just the legs or just the arms or do the whole thing. So for the legs, right leg on top of left, deep bend in the supporting leg. And if you can, hook your ankle around your calf, do so. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Deep bend. So arms can stay out to the side or use a wall, or opposite elbow on top, left elbow on top. If you can, get the palms together. Put pressure between the elbows to spread the upper back. Feel the torso nice and long, broad, open. Hips low, head high. And then unwind. Shake that out. Feel grounded on 2 feet before moving to the other side. And then when you're ready, start with the legs, left leg on top this time. You can just do the legs or take right elbow on top. Engaging what's useful, letting go what's not needed. Could there be ease here even? Last breath. Unwind. And again, shake that out. Let's step up to the front of the mat. Feet hip width apart, hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back. Lift the chest. Rather than collapsing into the hands, float the heart up. Keep lifting the chest so much, you might even lift out of the heels a little bit, like you're going to float right up to the ceiling. And then fold forward. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Grab your big toes. If you're able, you might need to bend your knees enough to reach. Lengthen. And then pull the head towards the floor, tractioning out your spine. And then release. Let's lower down onto the knees and we'll get set up for camel pose, kneeling back bend. If you want to pad your knees, you could roll up the front of your mat, or if you have a cushion or blanket, feel free to use that. Come to a tall kneeling position, trying to keep the pelvis neutral, which might be dropping the tail a little bit so you're not overarching the lower back. Hands to the top of the buttocks, roll the shoulders and elbows back, and then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can. Even a little bit higher. If you want to reach back for the heels, you are welcome to do so. If they're too far to reach, you can tuck your toes, giving you another couple of inches. If that doesn't work for you today for any reason, go ahead and keep your hands on the top of your hips. When the pose feels complete, come out of it. Into a seated, kneeling position. Just take a moment with neutral spine. Let's come up again, and you can take the second one as gently as you like, really gentle, or as deep as you like, trying something a little more intense. So you choose, moment by moment. You can always back out, you can always go deeper. Feeling how this is for you, tailbone dropping, chest lifting. And release. When you're done, come back to child's pose, spreading your back. Feel free to take any movement on your way or in child's pose. You might take that side stretch we did at the beginning of class, or even rabbit, reaching for the heels, pulling against them to round your back more. Let's make our way to hands and knees, tabletop. We'll get set up for a twist. Thread the needle. Let's lift the left arm up. Curl from fingertips down. Thread this right behind your right wrist, coming all the way down onto your shoulder and side of your head. And then you can push the right hand either into the floor or into the bottom forearm. You could also take your arm up and back behind you. Exploring within the pose to find what's interesting for you. Let's release, come up, unwind. You might take a few rolls through the spine here. Back through neutral to take the same thing other side. Right arm lifts up. Curl from fingertips down. Thread it through right behind the left wrist and keep going until you come onto your shoulder inside of your head. Push the left hand into the floor or into that bottom forearm, or take whatever variation you did on the first side. Last breath here. Let's come back through neutral. And again, any movement can arch and curve on your own time. Any front to back or side to side movement. Come back through down dog and let's get set up for a pigeon pose, right side. So we're going to slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. And see if any support is useful for you. Do you want to tuck something under your hips or chest or forehead? Feeling what is here right now. Using what you feel, combined with everything you know about your body, about this shape, about proper alignment, to take good care of yourself. And it can be useful to continue to hold this practice in a very spacious way. In the big picture, there will be learning, there will be growth, there will be movement towards greater health and well-being. And in any one moment, we may not know. We may not know how to move, how to take care of ourselves, what to do about what we're feeling. And that's okay. That's part of the process. Let's bring the upper body back up and come back to down dog. You may want to take some movement transition as you go. That could be a vinyasa, could be pedaling out the feet, could be taking a leg up. Please don't feel limited by what you've been taught or what you've done before, but feel free, tuning into your body's natural intelligence through practice. From down dog, when you're ready, bring the left knee forward. Pigeon pose, left side. Trying to find an angle that feels appropriate, props that may be useful. Letting the weight of your body settle, noticing where there may be resistance. Is it possible to let that go? Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Again, taking any movement transition. No right or wrong way to do this. You just exploring, feeling what that's like, whatever you're choosing. And then let's come all the way through to sitting. Extending the legs forward, flesh of the sit bones back. Take a seated forward fold, and you can use your hands to support you on the floor as you fold. You can use your hands to support you on your feet or on a strap or something strap-like around the feet. Each inhale, looking for length. Each exhale, folding whatever amount you're able. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Exploring what your edge is right now. And moment by moment, you can always back out, you can always go deeper. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's come back onto our backs. Bring knees in. And take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging lower back and sacrum into the floor. And just check in with your body. What's needed to wrap up this practice for you? Is there a pose or stretch that you'd like to get in? Do you want to take an inversion, a restorative pose, more back bends, hip stretches, twist? Really anything or nothing. If nothing's needed, you can just start getting comfortable in your final resting pose. In a couple moments, for anyone who's interested, I will lead a facial massage. So that will be done in a relaxed position. Could be Shavasana, could be legs up the wall, Supta Baddha Konasana, supported fish or supported bridge. Really anything where you're symmetrical and relaxed. If you would prefer to wind things down in a different way, please do what feels right for you. If you'd like to join me, start getting your body settled and comfortable. You can cover up, you can use props, you can adjust your clothing. If you'd like to join me, take off anything off your face, and we'll start by rubbing palms together, getting some heat and energy in the hands, and then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light and encouraging your eyes to not only close but relax back. And just keep letting the backside of your body release back into the support underneath you. Keeping the eyes closed and relaxed, bring your fingertips to the center of the forehead and rub from the center towards the temples. And you can keep coming back to the center and spreading towards the sides of the face. You might use your fingertips or your thumbs. Good firm pressure. And then bring the fingertips to either side of the nose, pressing into the sinus area, pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. And then working your way along your cheekbone, and following your cheekbone until you get to the connection where your jaw connects to your skull, that hinge joint just under your ear. You can rub all along there, fingertips or thumbs, good firm pressure, finding maybe some tender spots. Could give your earlobes a squeeze or pull. And then working your way along your jawline towards your chin, giving the chin a pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands and make a couple big circles into your cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. And then go back over any area that needed a little extra work, or you could give your scalp a rub like a dry shampoo. You could give your neck and shoulders a squeeze. When you're done, smooth over the face as if you just washed your face and you're wiping away the water. Wiping away any last bit of tension. Shake it out of your hands, and you could finish with a little rub for your own forearms and hands after all that work. And just check in with the rest of your body. Is anything else needed before you settle into stillness? Can make any other adjustments and eventually let go. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in and roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.